Well, it's been a minute, but Andy Waterman from ILLINOISouth Tourism is back, and I guess we need to change things up a little bit because you're no longer ILLINOISouth Tourism.
Yes.
This is exciting because I'm holding in my hand this visitor's guide for 2023, and it says Discover Downstate Illinois.
Yes, we are now Discover Downstate Illinois. That is our new brand, our new identity, if you will. We used to be ILLINOISouth Tourism. We were ILLINOISouth since 2012.
Okay.
So it served us well for a little over a decade, but it was time for a refresh. And we took 11 months really to really come up with this new identity. And we had, we had focus groups, and we had surveys, and we had brainstorm sessions, and this is what we came up with, and we are really, really excited about it. We just rolled it out last week, a week ago today actually, and for our launch party. So really excited about it. We've heard a lot of great feedback about the new brand so far.
Well, when I see it, it immediately says to me where you are, whereas when we would talk about ILLINOISouth sometimes, it got a little confusing of where exactly we were talking about. Do you guys still cover the same counties?
We still cover the same exact area. For us, downstate is, we use it in the purest sense of the word, okay? If you look it up in the dictionary, it's a noun that says the southern part of a U.S. state, and that's where it comes from. Because if you were to say, during our focus groups and surveys and everything, people are like, well, you're not all the way south, which is true. We don't cover all the way south. And you're not really, but you're also kind of central, but we can't call ourselves like South Central Illinois because, some of, like Chester, that's not central, so downstate is very applicable because it talks about our entire region. And if we have other communities or counties that border our territory now that want to join us, they certainly can, and it's still downstate, so it applies in so many different ways.
Well, congratulations. I like it. I think it has a great ring to it. Do you have the same website?
It is now downstateil.org.
So how many different regions are in, because what's the greater Illinois Office of Tourism?
So that is the Illinois Office of Tourism,
Right.
and there are 37 convention and visitors bureaus throughout the state.
37?
Yep, some cover just one city, some cover just one county, others cover a few counties, it just
I was
depends.
going to say, because you guys have a really big area.
Yes, we cover 21 counties, and geographically we're
Right.
the largest one.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
well, that makes sense, because I'm thinking to myself, how are there 36 other of yous out there? There's not enough state to go around.
Yep, there's a lot of other bureaus that cover, like for instance, there's Peoria that covers just Peoria and that surrounding community, the surrounding communities there. Same thing with like Bloomington Normal and Champaign. They cover just like one county or one community.
Yeah.
Do you go all the way over to Indiana border?
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge territory.
Do you get
100,000 plus square
you
miles.
get reimbursed for your mileage?
So
Andy?
that is actually, I'm glad that you brought that up. So with this rebrand, we also have a new bureau vehicle. So,
Oh, cool.
Yes, we got a new branded minivan. It says
You guys are going all out.
I know. So we don't have to, expense our travel anymore.
Is it
Get a
here?
rental
Can I go
car.
kick the
It
tires?
is not here, unfortunately. I did not bring it. But yeah, it's great. We've taken it to a couple of travel and trade shows already. And it's branded and it's great. So we're, traveling the interstates in our new branded minivan.
So let's refresh. Discover Downstate Illinois covers where to where?
Okay, so we cover 21 counties from the Metro East all the way over to the Indiana border. So in Metro East counties, you're looking at St. Clair, Monroe, and Randolph counties, and then all the way over to the Indiana border. So if you take I-64 from St. Louis, go all the way to Indiana, that we cover all the way over there. If you take I-70 to Indiana, we cover all that territory as well. So minus a couple interspersed counties here and there, but it's big. And we also cover the city of Highland in Madison County as well.
So, just so many great restaurants, so many fantastic parks and festivals. I saw that you have 20 things to do for $20 or less in downstate Illinois. Let's talk about a couple of those.
Yes, so that is part of our visitor's guide. So as you mentioned, our visitor's guide is out now. And so if you would like a copy, you can go to downstateil.org and request a copy right there. We can send you one for free. That is a section that we really, so on top of the fact that we rebranded, this year is the 20th anniversary of or 20th edition of our visitor's guide.
Oh, and you guys do such a fantastic job. This isn't like a little pamphlet that you unfold. It looks like one of those old school maps. I mean, this is really
72 pages.
Yeah, it's great. You know every single page, don't you, Andy?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. My team and I wrote it, and yeah, we have all the pictures and everything. And kudos to everyone at the office for helping work on that. It turned out great. But you know, we saw an opportunity with a lot of families that want to do things cost effectively, right? So this 20 for 20, it hit so many different facets because it's our 20th anniversary, and then you've got 20 things across our county for $20 or less, and there's several of them. One of my favorites that I've taken my daughter Ellie to is Rainbow Ranch that we've talked about.
Yeah, that's fun.
$10, to get your kid in. $10 for yourself as well. So $20 for two people, and you could pet camels, kangaroos. You could feed zebras. I mean,
You're up close and personal.
oh yes. I mean, it's not like a zoo. You're actually like petting them. So it's awesome. And the fact that they have kangaroos, you're like, how can I feed and pet a kangaroo in Illinois? Well, there's your opportunity. So there's one, and then we've got the Woodlands in Martinsville, which actually is not too far from Casey. They have this awesome park that they just opened up a couple years ago. It's got a 90-foot slide. It's got a big spider web that you can climb on. They even the neatest thing is they have workout equipment.
What?
Outdoors workout equipment.
Okay, I like it.
That you could, it's so quirky and weird, but it's awesome that you can like go and actually like do presses and they also have outdoor musical equipment that you can drum and do.
What a fun park.
It's really cool. So those are types of things that you'll find on the 20 for 20 list.
And what's the 90-foot slide? Is it steep? Does it spiral? That looks crazy.
It does not spiral. It is steep though, and you will get some traction depending on what kind of pants you're wearing.
Okay. Dress appropriately.
Yes, and they were able to make a shade at the end of it because in the summer that thing can get kind of hot.
Oh,
yeah.
So they made a shade on the end of it. That way, when you're going down, you're not scalding your skin off. So
I have a favorite on this list, I must tell you. Play up to 27 holes of mini golf at Grayville, the I-64 KOA, which we accidentally pulled into last year.
Yep.
And it is
so cool.
So cool. You've got that barbecue restaurant, you've got kind of a whole Western theme, you've got the 27 holes of miniature golf. I mean, it is just a little hidden gem.
It really is. That has been there for a few years now, I think 4 or 5 years, and yeah, it is. It's phenomenal. It's really a great place, even if you aren't really a camper. It's where you could go and stop off the interstate and just like you say, grab a bite.
They have a little ice cream parlor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really cool.
It is super cool. The other favorite on this list: drink a bottle of ski soda at XL Bottling in Breeze.
Well, yeah. Well, why wouldn't you? I mean, it's they're a Illinois-made company right there in Breeze, and everyone around here loves ski. You go to Sugar Fire and find it, or in the grocery store.
I was just telling people on the yard sale over the weekend. I said, "You ever been to Breeze?" Somebody was selling something. He lived in Breeze. You ever been to Breeze and got ski soda? My favorite is the root beer.
Oh yes, the root beer, the Frosty.
Frosty.
Yep.
Yes.
Frosty. Mm-hmm.
Is that? Do they use real sugar? Is that the difference? There's a difference between their sodas and everybody else's.
I think on the bottle, I don't know if it's cane sugar, but I'm reaching at this point.
Yeah.
I haven't had it in a while.
Yeah, that's fair. But their root beer is top.
Oh, it's great.
Notch.
You make some root beer floats out of that in the summer, and you've got some happy kids.
Yeah. The other one that stuck out to me: visit the home of the Heath Bar.
Mm. Yeah, that's in Robinson, Illinois, home of the Heath Toffee Bar. Everyone's knows the candy bar, obviously, but nobody knows that it originated in Robinson, Illinois, in Crawford County over there. And yeah, they have a confectionery and museum that you can go and visit, and you can even buy yourself a bag of wrapped or unwrapped Heath bars to take home with you.
Oh, so good. Well, I know that there's all kinds of great things going on in the Discover Downstate Illinois area. What else is coming to mind right now, since we're kind of in these colder temperatures, but maybe we'll have a warm day here or there, and I know there's some great hiking, great places to get out and discover.
Sure. Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, today is National Plan a Vacation Day.
Oh.
So you can always, I could tell you a few things for summertime that you can go ahead and mark on your calendars now. And the big one is the NASCAR race again, and that's coming up in early June. And so if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, definitely do so.
That was such a hit.
It was so much fun. I was there all day, and man, it was so much fun. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet for that, definitely do that. And then obviously you've got Carlisle Lake. I know that's a favorite of yours that you can go out and go to and camp and Tri-Sailing Day. They actually have a sailing association, which not a lot of people know. So they have Tri-Sailing Day coming up in mid-May to go out and check. And then obviously in May you've got Art on the Square in Belleville, which is always a huge art show. So definitely start marking some things on your calendar. And if you need any ideas, you can obviously go to downstateil.org and check out our calendar of events. If you know of any events that are coming up and are not on that calendar, you have the ability to submit events now. So go ahead and submit them, and we will obviously approve them, and that way they're on there for other folks to check out as well.
All right, Andy Waterman, it's good catching up with you. And again, congratulations on the new branding, Downstate Illinois. And you guys, I got to tell you, this visitor's guide, it's 2023. It is something that you should just keep handy, because really there is something for every week of every month of the year. And again, you can get that downstateil.org. Andy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.